Hello dear students. In this video we will be learning two more operators plus plus and minus minus which are called as increment and decrement operators. Now actually as the name suggests, plus plus and minus minus are used for increasing or decreasing value of a variable by 1. So plus plus is used for incrementing value of a variable by 1. So if plus plus is used on a variable, it will be increased only by 1. As an example, let's say I have int a equal to 1. So a is an integer variable, and its value is 1. The next line is saying that a should be increased by 1. Actually, this line a plus plus is nothing but a should become a plus 1. A should become a plus 1. So this is actually a shortcut provided by C for programmers, so that programmers do not have to write such a long sentence, but we can write a shortcut a plus plus. It depends on taste and it depends on choice of programmer. Some programmers would still like to write a equal to a plus 1. No issues, one can opt for writing such a statement, but there is a nice shortcut given by C called a plus plus, which is same as a equal to a plus 1. Just a word here, that what if you write plus plus before this a? For instance, instead of writing a plus plus, if you write plus plus a, instead of writing a plus plus, if you write plus plus a, note that plus plus a also means a is a plus 1. So there is no difference whether you give plus plus after the variable or before the variable, as long as the the expression is having only a single variable. There is a lot of tricks about using plus plus and minus minus which we will see in the same video. But I repeat, whether plus plus is given after the variable or plus plus is given before the variable, it makes no difference as long as there is only a single variable and plus plus is operating in that entire expression. There is only a single variable, it means a is a plus 1. So obviously the next line printf percent d a is going to print the output as 2, because a was 1 and a plus plus has increased the value of a by 1, so a has become 2, so the output is 2. Let's see, suppose a is an integer variable and its value is 1, and we do a minus minus or minus minus a. Whether minus minus is written after a or before a, it makes no difference in this situation, in this program, or in this expression. It makes no difference. So a minus minus actually means a is a minus 1. A should become a minus 1, so it is decrement operator. Obviously, as a was 1, a will become 0 after this expression, and this printf is going to print the output as 0. Okay, after seeing what is that plus plus and minus minus doing, let's see some more very interesting things about plus plus and minus minus. For understanding this, I will write two codes side by side here. Let's say I have a code where I have two variables, a and b. Let's see this code. I have int a equal to 1 and b. So a is having value 1. We have assigned value 1 to an integer variable a, but b is not yet assigned any meaningful value yet. And now let's see this expression, b is equal to plus plus a. Now we have a bigger expression. We have a bigger expression in which there are two variables involved. There is an assignment operator involved over here, and plus plus is involved. And finally, let's try to print after this expression. Let's try to print value of both variables. We will first print a and then print b. Now, before we see how this works, or what it means, let's make it more interesting. And I will write another code just besides this. But you will see that both codes are almost same. There is only a minute difference between the two codes. Just check. I'm simply pasting the same code over here, but there is only one difference. You can see in this code B should become plus plus A is written, and in this code B should become A plus plus is written. So here in this expression, plus plus is given before A, plus plus is given before the variable A. Such plus plus operator, of course it is increment operator, but it is known as prefix operator. It is prefix operator. Whereas here plus plus has been given after the variable A. Of course it is increment operator, plus plus is increment operator, but it is given after the variable A. In this situation, plus plus is called postfix operator. Post means after, isn't it? So it is given after A. So it is known as postfix increment operator. Let's get back to this statement. We know A is 1 and B is not known. Now, how is this expression actually solved by C language? Now, look, for a C programmer, if you ask anyone, how many lines are this? Come on, anybody would say, this is one single line. Of course, it is one single line. But internally for C language, it is not one line, it is two lines. What are those two lines? You see, when C solves these lines, the first thing it does is it makes A equal to A plus 1. Tell me, what is this exactly? What is this? This is nothing but increment A by 1 plus plus A. So A will get incremented before anything happens, before the expression is solved. Before this expression is solved, A will increase by 1. That's why the name given prefix. Fix this pre before anything. And now A has got increased by 1. So what's the new value of A? A was 1 and A will now become 2 and it will remain 2 till it next changes. Now one more thing is pending, isn't it, in this expression? What is that? B should become equal to, that's the basic expression that we have written, B should become equal to A, isn't it? Now you take this variable, B should become equal to A. So B should become equal to A means B should become equal to 2 because the value of A is 2. So hence, when this expression is evaluated, A is 2, B is 2. So the output of this code will be 2, 2. Now, very easily, you can read this statement in English as follows. B should become equal to incremented value of A. B should become equal to incremented value of A. That means first A should increment by 1. And whatever is that incremented value should be stored by B. That's why this plus plus is known as prefix. First increment and then store the value in B. Now let's get back to this code. We have A equal to 1 and B. Now, how do you read this line? Now, for us, this line is a single line again. Anybody would say this is a single statement. But internally for C language, this is two lines. It will first make B equal to A. You can imagine that B becomes equal to A first. This part is solved first. B becomes equal to A. But if B becomes equal to A, value of A is still 1, isn't it? We have not played with the value of A. That means B is 1 in this code. B is 1. And what's the next line? What happens after that? There is one more thing pending. We have requested that A should increase by 1. But A will get increased by 1 post after. So A becomes A plus 1. If A becomes A plus 1, then the value of A, which was 1, will now become 2. And then the expression is announced or is declared to be completely evaluated. So what are the values of A and B? A is printed first, so the output will be 2. And then the value of B is printed, but B is 1. So you can read this statement in English as follows. B should become equal to A, and after B becomes equal to A should increase by 1. So B will take older value of A was 1, so B will become 1, and after B becomes 1, A will become 2 because A has increased by 1. So that is what is postfix and prefix, and that's how we use this plus plus and minus minus in lot of situations. Let's revise. Let's see more about this. Let's say I have some code here like this. Let's play with the code. Suppose I have int a equal to 1, b equal to 2, and C, three variables. A is 1, B is 2, the values are known, C is not known. Now I have written C is equal to, suppose A plus plus B. Oh, lot of plus. But then now you see how this expression will get solved. When C solves this expression, first of all, C will search for the prefix operators. Now note, this plus plus is written after A, isn't it? So what does it mean? This plus plus is postfix. That means you should increase A, definitely you should increase A, but after the expression is solved. After this entire expression is solved, A should increase by 1. That's postfix. But you note this plus B. Now this plus plus has been written before B. That means this is prefix. So you should increase B before you solve this expression. Before you solve this entire expression, you should increase B and you should use the changed value of B. So how is this expression really split up? How C solves this? First thing first, it will make B is B plus 1. It will not make A is A plus 1. A will be increased after the expression, but this is prefix. So B will become B plus 1. What does that mean? B was 2, so B will now become 3, isn't it? Now what's next? You still can't increase A by 1. This is postfix. Now the expression will be solved. The expression is C equal to, come on, C equal to, and then you take these variables A, then you take this operator, plus operator, then you take this variable B. So C should become A plus B, but the value of A has never changed. A is still 1. Check that we have never played with the value of A. So A is 1 plus, and B has already become 3. So you should use the latest value as it is a variable. You should use the latest value. So C is ultimately 4. Anything remaining? Yes, of course. There is one more thing pending here. The thing pending is, what about this plus? We have not applied this, but this should be applied after the expression. This is postfix. So now finally, A becomes A plus 1. And the older value of A is 1. So now this means A will become 2. A will become 2. So the values are A is 2, B is 3, and C is 4. So what if we put a printf? Suppose we put a printf where we print three values, %d, 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 a comma b comma c. The output of this is going to be A is 2, B is 3, and C is 4. Okay, let's play with this. Let's do more exercises on increment and decrement. Let's say I have again three variables A, B, and C, and some code has been written like this. Int, let's say A is 1, B is 2, and C, three variables. A is 1, B is 2, and C. Now, suppose I write C is equal to A minus minus plus B, just as a revision. How will this get solved? Now, this is plus plus written before B. This is minus minus written after A. So, you should decrement A, but after the expression. So, first thing that will be solved is B should increase by 1. And the older value of B is 2. So, the new value will be B equal to 3. Now what? Now you just don't touch this. This will be after the expression. This is postfix. So you should solve the expression C is equal to, okay, take these variables A, then take this basic operator plus, and then take this variable B. So now C should become equal to A plus B, but we have never changed the value of A. A is still 1. So we will use 1 plus, but B has changed, isn't it? You can't use this value 2. B has become 3, and you will use the latest value of B. So C will become. Now, one more thing pending over here. One more thing pending is you should now decrease the value of A. Entire expression has got evaluated. A should decrease post after. So A will now become A minus 1. That means A will become 0 because A was 1. So if A, B, and C are printed sequentially, output will be 0, 3, 4. So really interesting, isn't it? As a C programmer, you are writing a single line, but actually there are three lines in this particular single line. Let's do more on this. This may confuse us, but it is very interesting, and one has to know what happens here. Let's say I have a similar code, int a equal to 1, b equal to 2, c, 3 variables. And I have written c is equal to plus plus a minus plus plus b plus a. Now, how do you go about it? Now you see this plus plus is prefix. It is written before a. This plus plus is prefix. It is written before b. And obviously there is no prefix or postfix increment or decrement operator before a. So how is this solved? First thing is a will increase by 1 because you have written plus plus a and it is prefix. That means a will become 2. A was 1. What next? What next? B should become b plus 1 because you have written plus plus b. It is prefix. So b will become 3 because b was earlier 2. Now the expression will get solved, isn't it? Because we have done enough with these prefix operators. And now the expression is c is equal to, okay, take these variables. The variable here is a. Take this operator plus, sorry, minus. Take this variable b. Okay, take this operator plus and take the variable a. Now this confuses many beginners. Of course, you are seeing that c should become a minus b plus a. Now, what's the value of a here? One might think, okay, this has been the result of plus plus a. This has been the result of plus plus a, and I got that result as 2. So I will take this value as 2. Listen very carefully. This value of a you are taking due to this part of the expression, isn't it? The first part of the expression. But what about this last a? What's the value of a you should take? Many beginners commit a mistake here by taking the value of a as 1 because they feel that you have already written this expression and value of a was ready at that time and the value of a should be taken as 1. Now come on, try to understand the concept of variable. A is a variable and we are saying that a is 2. Now if a is 2, then every occurrence of a in this expression has to be taken as 2. You can't have one a at particular moment as 2 and another a at particular moment as 1. If you are committing that a is 2, then every instance of a in this expression should be taken as 2. What else remains here? B, there is no confusion about this. B is 3. So this expression becomes 2 minus 3 plus 2. So 2 minus 3 happens to be minus 1 plus 2 minus 1 plus 2 happens to be 1. So the final value of C is 1. So if we produce the output as ABC, output will be 2, A is 2, then B is 3, and finally C will be 1. Okay, let's see these programs in action. Let's say that I have written one program already. This was in fact the first one in our series which was written by hand. B should become plus plus A. Notice that A is 1 and B is another variable. Now, if B becomes plus plus A, then this is a prefix operator, isn't it? Plus plus A is a prefix operator. A will become 2 here, and after that B will become equal to the right hand side, so B will become 2. So in case we run this code, check that the output of this code is going to be 2 2. Let's wait for the output. Oh, sometimes it takes really very long. A is 2 and B is 2. I hope you understood. A will become 2 due to prefix, and now B will take the value of the right hand side. So B will become 2. Okay, so this was example of prefix. Let's go on for the other code. uh, let's see this. There is very small difference as compared to the previous code. There it was b is equal to plus plus a, and here it is b is equal to a plus plus. So what is the order of execution? Order of execution is first b will become equal to a. That means b will become 1 as a is 1. And after the expression is solved, a plus plus means increase a by 1. So a will become 2. So the output is a is 2, but b is 1. So the output will be 2 and 1. Let's try to prove it. Thank God this time it has got executed in time. So a is 2 and b is 1. Okay. Let's see one more code. And we have something like a is 1 here, a is 1, b is 2, and c is not known. Now how do you solve this expression? Come on, first you should increase a. So a will become 2 because this is prefix, but you should not increase b. This is postfix. So A has already become 2, but B is still 2. So this will be 2 plus 2. So C will become 4. And after C becomes 4, B will be increased by 1. So B will become 3. So the outputs are going to be 2, 3, and 4. Let's try. Let's try to run this. Yeah, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. Now, one more interesting code, which I suggested all of you to listen uh, carefully to understand the basic concepts. I'm so sorry. Wait a minute. The fourth example is here. Yes. How about this? You just check. A is 1, B is 2, and C. Now you will first do plus plus A. It is prefix. So A will become 2. What is the value of A you will take here? Most of the students commit mistake here. They feel that, okay, this A was there written earlier only, so they will take A as 1, the older value. But because you are saying A has become 2, come on, A is a variable. As A has become 2, this A also should be 2, isn't it? So it will be 2, this is 2 plus plus this is also 2, 2 plus 2 4, and you should take value of B will be incremented later. So 2 plus 2 plus 2, so C will be 6, and finally B will be increased by 1, so B will become 3. So the values of A will be 2, B will be 3, and C will be 6. Let's prove it. Yes, A is 2, B is 3, and C is 6. There are some more interesting things about prefix and postfix operators, plus plus and minus minus, and they work magical when they are used with printf statement. And there is a lot of concepts like last in first out associated with stack, which we will see in the next video. Thank you very much.